A few months ago, I made a video about the updates that Shopify released in the summer of 2022. And one of these updates was Shopify Audiences. So the ability for you to create Facebook ad audiences based on Shopify first-party data. So with that being said, we put that to the test lately with one of our Shopify Plus clients, and I want to share my findings and experience with you in today's video. My name is Justin, and I'm the founder at Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. So here we go. With that client, we actually started using TripleWell since the start of our partnership. So on the first month of partnership, we actually tested over a dozen audiences, stuff ranging from lookalike audiences, interest-based audiences, pretty broad audiences also, which are not in the current campaign that I'm going to be showing you right now, and Shopify audiences. So within Shopify, we actually created 3 audiences. So Shopify audience low intent, Shopify audience high intent, and Shopify audience mid intent. So if we first look at the highest performing audiences in general, they actually were the lookalike audiences. So if we look purely from a ROAS perspective, so we had one of the lookalike audiences at 4.27, this other one at 3.52, and then this last one at 5.59. So the lookalike audiences actually did pretty good overall. Then if we take a look specifically at the Shopify audiences, we had the low intent with 3.26 ROAS, which was pretty good overall. Then we have this high intent at 3.23, so very close to the low intent one. And then the mid intent, for some reason, did not perform at all. So we only let it spend $150 before killing the audience. So now from an ad spend versus ROAS perspective, the one that had the best result was the lookalike audience. So it did outperform the Shopify audiences, and this is a lookalike based on the customer's email list imported straight from Klaviyo. So right here, we spent $900, got 4.27 ROAS back, which is pretty decent overall. If we look at the second highest spent audience was this one right here, which is luxury goods, so an interest-based audience. That one actually did not perform too well, so 2.45 ROAS right here on cold. Not bad, again, overall, but not as good as the lookalike audience. And out of every single Shopify audience that we used, the low intent one was the one where Facebook spent the most money on. So it spent actually $432 on it and had, again, a 3.26. So decent result overall. Now, is this the best way to run audiences from? I would say no. As you can see right here, from the way we've tested it, we've actually tested that from over a month on it. We did tweaks also at the ad level. The Shopify audiences never outperform our interest-based or lookalike audiences. They never did. So in some cases, they were better than some of the interest audiences. In some cases, they were better even than lookalike audiences, but overall, they never outperformed other sets of audiences that we had. Now, another interesting finding, which again, I cannot make an exact conclusion on that, because look, if you look at TripleWell, they do have a new customer ROAS tab, which is not exactly the most accurate a lot of the time, but if you look at this right here, so if we look as an example at our low intent audience, new customer ROAS was technically 0, so it's non-existent actually from here. Then if you look at the high intent one, is 1.4, so seemed like it was better. If you look at mid intent one, again, non-existent, but there was no conversion. But I'm gonna focus on the one that had the most ad spend, which is the low intent, which again says we had a 3.26 ROAS, and technically all of it is retargeting. What's that? It's a little bit worrying. So I don't really understand how it works fully, and I don't think anybody can really understand fully how this works. So this is supposed to be a low intent audience based on an aggregated pool of data from pretty much every single Shopify stores out there. And apparently this only got retargeting results. So again, it was quite confusing for us to actually find that right here, because if you look again at that right column, it says that there's literally no new customer ROAS from that 3.26. Is that accurate? Is that not? I guess we'll never know, but did want to throw that out there in the video. So after showing you this data and kind of the overall reporting of 1 month of testing and ad spend, we're using Shopify audiences. Has Shopify audiences outperformed our other audiences such as lookalikes and interest? My answer is no. Now, in this case, the low intent Shopify audience was actually doing it pretty decently, but it was reporting 0 new customer ROAS. So we did not keep it, as we had other audiences that were performing better and technically had some form of new customer ROAS that was being reported. So just like with everything I'm sharing on the channel, if you are a Shopify Plus user, then my advice to you is obviously test it, test it. You're not going to lose anything. You're going to at least have the security of knowing whether or not this is something that works out for your brand. But for that specific brand, it did not work out better than our lookalike or interest-based audiences. Now, if you're watching this video, you are an e-commerce brand owner, or you enjoy Facebook ads, TikTok ads, anything e-commerce marketing related, and you want to be a part of a community of brand owners and marketers like you with no spam, then go in the description down below and join our free Facebook group. And I'm going to ask that you fill out our very simple 3 pre-group questions so that we can assure the highest quality of group members in there and eliminate any possible spams that you would usually see in any of these marketing groups out there. Any questions that you have marketing wise, you can ask in that Facebook group and I'll be more than happy to answer you myself. On that note, if you're an e-commerce brand owner making at least $50,000 a month with your brand, then also check out the description down below and book in a very short demo call with our team. Fill out the pre-call questionnaire, watch the pre-call video, and you'll be all set to learn more about our services and see for a good fits to help you out. On that note, also check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.